Man, I'm eating a Frito pie and a snowball. All I need is a pickle now. I ain't lying, dog. You know, like something you miss the hood, but you don't miss the hood. This so good, bro. Cut creative.
What's going on today, family? How y'all doing, man? We back in this thing with another one, man. And we got this young Bleu, Boosie, and TQ situation once again. Now, I waited a couple of days because I wanted to gather everything as a whole. I didn't want to keep giving stuff to y'all in spurts. I wanted y'all to have a whole multitude of things to really look at and see what's going on. That way we could put the fabric of this story fully together. Because based off of, just showing y'all what each side said every time it come out, it's easy to persuade opinion off of that. Now, if we put everybody's stuff together as a whole, that can easily help y'all determine which side y'all believe is really right. You know what I'm saying? But before we get started, y'all know, wipe your feet as you come in the door. Like, comment, and subscribe. That's what that means. Turn post notifications on all and ring that bell icon. Show your brother that love. That way, our platform can be promoted to a lot more people. This is our platform, family. All of us together. So let's push our platform and let the world see what we got going on. You feel me? But on the cool, this is a collection of things. So y'all kick back, get ready for things, because this is going to be a long one. Now, I feel like this is a fitting place to start, because where we left off, Boosie was talking about how he didn't know that man had a wife. He was talking down on young Blue's wife. So we should start it back up with the messages he shared of young Blue's wife, the one we showed in the last video. We talked about this, and he put this caption up under him. And he wrote this broken, but it says, if your wife called you a sissy, I'm definitely allowed to call you a this. Before he comes in stage, I need everyone to say, here's sissy, sissy, sissy. A wife knows her husband's secrets. You bet not F up again. She ready to expose your A with the facts. She got that you a sissy, LOL. You a sissy and a snake. Hashtag Rainbow Blue. Hashtag Blue the Bull Dagger. Hashtag Blue Vanderross. Mr. Ungrateful. I got all night with the laughing emojis. And Boosie flashed on him right there. He said he wasn't gonna talk about the man's wife. So since he did, it's only fitting we go on to look at Blue's response to all this. Young Bleu goes on to say, everybody wronging Boosie. He's so real, right? Dude, show the receipts. I can show receipts of me giving you money from Colombia and out my pocket, 100K each time. You can't show me nothing back. You would have been posted that stuff. Show proof that will settle it. Boosie, if you're a real CEO, drop the book, studio time, videos, all that marketing you say you did. Where the receipts? What song we push? A Cuban? Heck no. You gave me $0 and a fake Rolex off your wrist. That's it. And I rocked that stuff because it was from you. Never told nobody that. 100. I rocked out with you for 5 years for free. But I got a family too. Your contract was no good, dude. You ain't do anything in it. You knew you didn't. I never signed a co-sign deal with you. Your company agreed to spend a certain amount of money. And after 5 years, instead of straight up leaving after you refused to spend money, I came to you with my ideal of going to Empire. I kept it real and let you own 50% of the new stuff and 100% of my old stuff to end our business peacefully. After that, I went up and you going back on what we agreed on. Snake A dude, them to please you again. I offered you $2 million on top of that. When you start BITC, y'all know what, again. You wanted $10 million? Dude, what the F I look like? Boo-boo the fool? And you still want more? Should take that $2 million. But other than that, one day you can sell that catalog I gave you and give it to your kids. So pray I keep these hits coming, dude, and selling stuff out. Now I can't post my hard-earned stuff, but you flexed up getting money. Everybody's supposed to broke while Boosie getting money. He meant everybody's supposed to be broke while Boosie getting money. You know how it is when you writing, when you angry, man. You kind of mess up and forget words and mess words up and whatnot. Hey, I do it all the time. It is what it is. But that wasn't it from him. He also went on to go post those DMs of the artist that was actually DMing him about Boosie, a former artist named Nina. Please don't pay that madman no mind. I've been at it for 2 weeks with that crazy MFer. I know the real. Keep popping your stuff. Ain't stunting that dude. This is what Bleu said. All his artists know what's up. Bleu responded to her again and said, did you sign back over there? She said, F no. That's why we into it so bad. I did an interview about him went viral and he saw it and felt some type of way. I didn't even say nothing bad, but he ain't do nothing for me. I ain't effing lie. And Bleu responds, everybody else scared to speak up. This dude, the boogeyman, they think. You see, he responded back with, they think. But she's right. She did do a few interviews with some highly regarded platforms. She went on Mogul State of Mind. She went on Real Life Street Stars and a few other ones. Man, here's some snippets of what she said in these interviews.
It's like I can go to a label and be like, sign me with this right now, but I want to build myself up to the point where I can go into a label like I know I'm worth more. Like, no, I'm not. I can't even afford to sign anything right now. I was in a deal for 3.5 years and I was just there.
Now right there, she said she was in that deal for 3.5 years and nothing moved. So, you know, Bleu ain't lying when he said he was in that deal for 5 years and nothing happened for him. Now she went on Real Life Street Stars and she talked about how Boosie and them tried to re-sign her after her contract was over, but she was feeling like, what do y'all got for me? What are y'all gonna do for me? And this is a very, very beautiful girl, by the way, and she got skill.
So with Boosie, you know, my contract expired like last year. It's not like I just up and left him. My contract expired. You know, we had a certain amount of years on there. And so they did hit me up to come re-sign the contract, but I'm just talking back and forth with my manager, who is Shaw. And I'm like, what am I re-signing for? Like, what's gonna be different this time? Because it's like, to be real, I fuck with y'all, I love y'all, but I was with y'all for 3.5, almost 4 years, and nothing happened besides me being introduced to people. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I know people who I can personally call that's in the industry at this moment, but that's not enough for me. Like, I need to be in the industry. So it's like, what's gonna be different this time? And they like, well, we got a new strategy, we got a new team, we doing it different this time. And I'm like,
she let it be known her career wasn't going nowhere, so she's trying to move on. She don't want to be a part of that no more. She knows that nothing's gonna change. Now notice she said her manager Shaw, which is a manager who's a part of the Boosie camp. Now, Mogul State of Mind, like I said just a minute ago, try to warn her that that's a conflict of interest. If you have a manager who is a part of a certain camp, then they're going to be obligated to, you know, have the best interest of that camp that they are part of, and not you. He tried to warn her. This was early in her career when she first signed.
Because the reason why I asked that is I feel like you got a conflict of interest, and this is why I say that. Boosie is your label, and you sign to his manager, which is also with his label. Like, typically, most artists will get a manager that's not connected.
Y'all see her stop him and say, you can't. This is early in her signing with Boosie. She was only there for like 1.5 years at this point. She was finna say, you can't have a different manager with Boosie. But she stopped herself. She didn't want to give out all that info. And you can see she's highly uncomfortable in this interview.
To the label.
Yeah.
Because when we'll argue that the manager, since he was with Boosie first, his best interest is always going to be Boosie.
In Mogul State of Mind, he tried to help her, but she didn't understand that because she didn't understand the business. You feel me? So she was getting played from the beginning, and Boosie could have capitalized off of her because she's very, very beautiful. Little butter Puerto Rican, look Puerto Rican, little brown sister, caramel complected. I'm telling you, very beautiful. Not to mention she got talent, and she with that wave that's going crazy right now of, you know, the freak nasty girls. She with all that. She call herself the freakiest girl in Texas. So he could have really capitalized, you feel me? But fumbled that ball. Now let's go on to what young Bleu had to say. This is what he said that I didn't show y'all as well. He said, you hit your own mama and bust out her windows. Say I'm a liar. All them songs you made about her. You as a HO3, crybaby, a dude. I will beat your A. We can box. Don't bring them broke A dudes with you. Watch, I knock your A out. Then he says, boy, your A ain't never ran down on me. I will beat your old brittle bone A. Beat the dog, you know what, out you. And that's on my kids. Mention my wife again, I'ma tell you a little something about your piece. And this is the one where he responded to Boosie saying he didn't even know young Bleu had a wife. And he says, I got platinum songs where I reference my wife called Ice on My Baby. Go check it out. If you was tuned in, you would know that. I dropped that when I was signed to you. You wouldn't even know because you ain't helped market. That's your third lie today. I made another platinum song too called Unappreciated about her too. And that's facts. I just put some ice on my back. Yeah, that is a hit song, Boosie. You supposed to know this, man. You dealing with all this man's legal stuff. You should know all of this stuff. But then he goes on to share the messages between him and that man, Boosie boy Debo, where, you know, he sent Boosie Boy Debo some bread. And Boosie Boy Debo says this: I need some money to eat so I won't have to be without nothing. That's the app though. And y'all see, he put his cash app. Young Bleu sent him $350. Hey, that's solid. Then Debo says, I don't really want you to feel like that, man. I'm speaking for myself. I love you, dude, for life. Nobody can change that. I don't give a F. You help me out. Ben, dude. And Boosie Boy Debo, that is Boosie's nephew, for all of y'all that don't know. And the thing is, man, for him to be saying that he in there starving and he need food, and Boosie, you got millions, and this man he done let it be known that he'll do whatever for you. He was around you while he was free, and if he get free again, he will be around you, bro. You got to take care of him. He shouldn't be in there starving. I'm just saying. But he also goes on to say this about Boosie and TQ. Him and his brother got a lifelong feud going on that span way deeper than me, and I'm in the middle. Their business was sloppy. TQ talks about it in a new interview, but he's still acting timid about speaking because at the end of the day, they brothers. But I'll tell you, with my chest, their business was effed up. Your brother started Bad A, and they been into it way before I came along. And that's facts. On the cool, that is facts. TQ did talk about him in a few interviews outside of the Say Cheese interview. And the thing is, man, in one of the interviews, he stopped everything he was saying. He didn't really want to speak the truth. You could tell he was holding back. He was holding back information. And honestly, he let it be known, like, we brothers, I miss you. You ain't seen my kids. I ain't really seen your kids. I love you. All this stuff is irrelevant. Let's just go back to being brothers. So he was holding back secrets, and Young Bleu is right. But since Young Bleu spoke on TQ, let's go into what TQ had to say about all of this stuff.
It ain't that he don't go in the studio. So, but the biggest issue is, and I don't want to go into this too much, is that we've had trouble getting Boosie to put money up behind artists.
That's for most independent labels, though, right? Like, would you say?
Not for independent artists that are ran by legends that got money. That's so when we talk about, and that's the thing. When we talk about what Boosie is owed, I just have to put this out there because nobody is saying it. And the post that I made, when I say I don't know why Boosie is tripping, I don't know why my brother is tripping, it's because it is. How much money has Boosie? I need Boosie to show these people. How much money have you lost? Yeah. Post the receipts. How much money have you spent? Because niggas be losing money in this game. Yeah. Niggas be losing money. And that's when I can understand why you mad. If you can say, man, I lost 100 grand on this shit. I put up 100 grand. I paid for all these videos. I paid for the feature with such and such. I paid for World Star. Yeah. I paid, man.
We gonna stop it right there because I don't want to take away from these men's hard work. Y'all go check that out on their channel, GEMS TV. They did a great interview with that man TQ. That was his first time really talking. Before the Say Cheese interview, they started talking to him 2 weeks ago. They got a bunch of clips broken down. Go check it out. Great informative video. He touched on actually signing the signature on a document with Young Bleu, and I'm gonna break all that down for y'all. But first, TQ, he had a few things to say about this Boosie situation. We know that Boosie pulled him out with that song. So Takari had to really come out and give the truth about what was going on with this whole situation. But he started it out initially like this. He says, imagine how much money Boosie is missing out on by choosing to constantly go shh like Vlad TV and not doing right by people with the vision, talent, and professionalism that can create something for his audience. Structure a partnership with a dope production company, compensate all parties involved respectively, and be Boosie. Y'all tell him to call me. It's not too late yet. I still don't know why he tripping. This right here was his first comment on Boosie saying everything negative that he said about him, and a fan responds and says he should know about family rules and internet ain't one. To which TQ responds and said, nobody is speaking our side because a lot of the truth is actually embarrassing to talk about and exposes how effed up of a person and a businessman Boosie is. Then to have to talk about a disagreement on the internet without getting the opportunity to privately discuss business and personal views as men and family just don't feel right. Then Takari goes on to use a couple interviews and different stuff to speak on how he feel. And this says, if it's one thing I'm manifesting, it's my error with this music machine. as he shares this clip of an interview talking about how you can grow a label.
Want to bring the music back. Give label deals to people who want to pop off artists. You do that big lifting, they do the culture lifting, and boom, we got fucking 50 superstars on the label.
Exactly.
But they don't want to pay us.
Split the bread.
They don't want to split the bread. It's too much money coming in. Everybody want to get their bonuses. Jimmy didn't care.
And the undertone of that was really pay the artist. If you want to run a successful label and pop the artist off, pay the artist. Then he put up posts like this where he said, for your peace of mind, don't try to understand everything. It's probably not going to be okay, but it's still going to be okay. Program for pleasure. And captions it all off with get familiar. He did have a slide in there with Charleston White in it, but hey, that's irrelevant. We don't even talk about dude. But then he goes on to share this one where he says, the percentage you don't understand is higher than the percentage you do. Check yourself. What percentage is you? Hove. This was the caption to a slide that had originality in it, and this one it says F this stuff, and those is little messages letting it be known how he feels as well. But what was really going on was in the comment section where fans started to respond to him. This fan said, give Boosie that money and make it right, because I only listen to Bleu off the strict to boot. When this happened, I deleted all the stuff off my phone. And TQ responded, the only person that can make it right is Boosie. He got to stop capping and we can start collecting what is owed to us. Bad A Music Syndicate. Another fan asked why you crossed Boosie. He said, you don't want to hear the truth. Subscribe for more. Added that same fan and said triple with the fingers crossed, and then goes on to say very few artists can manage their own successful career while being artists, just like very few artists run successful record labels. A good team will outperform a great talent over the long haul. That's facts. I believe, man, this man TQ, if y'all really pay attention and y'all listening, y'all can tell that he seems like a very educated man, a very humble man, and very to himself. You know what I'm saying? And like he loves his brother genuinely. Despite everything that has been said in the media about him, all the slandering, he talked about the accusation of stealing $300,000 out of Boosie's account and how he had no access to be able to do that. The man loves his little brother. You can tell he loves him wholeheartedly. On a cool, seems like a very genuine person. He has character witnesses, people who came out and spoke on his behalf to who he is. Check this out. This is on behalf of Cooter Boy 225. I went to school with TQ, his brother, at Southern University. We sat next to each other for 4 years in business school. I see dude all the time in New Orleans, and he looked unbothered. Boosie is a psychopath and compulsive liar. Dude didn't even take care of his day one dude, Kirby, that literally fought all his fights and worked security at all his shows. I seen Kirby back down here drunk as F in a 2004 Honda Accord with different colored doors. Damn, different colored doors is crazy, family. Hey, man, y'all dudes with them old Hondas, y'all gotta stop changing out y'all doors, man, and putting different colored doors on there. I know, we all know that y'all car is like a Lego and y'all can put different parts and change stuff and play around with it, but stop doing that, man. Why is that always the thing for y'all? But he goes on, I'm cool with B Will too. That's my dude. He gave me the real about Boosie and his business dealings. The only reason he F with Bad A Entertainment is because he pledged Kappa with TQ when we were at Southern University. I even seen the dudes that live with Boosie in Atlanta at the airport looking dusty as F on the phone begging a B to come pick them up. They didn't have money to get a ride back to Boosie house. Young Bleu ain't lying, but we Bad Rouge dudes been knew this. This was also said in TQ's comment section. Did he sign the paperwork or not? Did y'all sign his name or not? And he said, Google authorized signer. And what an authorized signer is, it's an authorized signature. It's a manual signature. It's that e-signature whenever you're filling out documents online. That's an authorized signature. It's pretty much an electronic or digital signature or other identifier uniquely linked to you, and it's an authorization to sign documents. So that's pretty much what he's saying. They used an e-signature, a signature that Boosie already had linked to the label. It was already authorized by Boosie. But in my personal opinion, with Takari being the one who would have took over the paperwork and business while Boosie was locked up, I would believe that for a badass ENT, he would be an authorized signatory. And what an authorized signatory is a person who is authorized to act on behalf of your business, and their name is stated in your official business documents on all your paperwork for the business or the company, all the records. And sometimes there could be more than one authorized signatory on a particular business. So, in my opinion, now I don't know this to be fact, but with TQ going to business school, I'm sure he knows this. So, with him starting up a badass syndicate while Boosie was locked up, I'm sure he became the authorized signatory to sign any artist or, you know, take care of all the legal stuff that had to go down out here on the outside while Boosie was locked up. All you got to do is put 2 and 2 together. Now, let's get into what Boosie said about all this. Probably the moment y'all been waiting on. And we're going to start it out with Boosie posting, once again, his signature being forged. As y'all see right there, Boosie saying it's a fake signature. And he says, tell your lawyer or you to post paperwork where I sign anything. You cap. LOL. Or that fake a lawyer. TQ got you thinking was a lawyer. Shaking my head. Show me where I signed that. I don't even know what y'all talking about. That's the cold part. And is this my signature? Heck no. I don't write that good, buddy. Y'all effed up. I ain't signed nothing. You know that. So you have no point on what you saying. Is this my signature? LOL. Why you couldn't call me to sign my own name? Stop rah-rahing and answer these questions. Is this my signature? Wasn't you at the table when my signature was forged? Wasn't you signed to me when this deal was forged and signed? Why couldn't you call me to sign my own name on the contract? Did I know about this deal with Empire? When did we have a meeting in 2019 about your career that I refused? LOL. You tweeted in 2021 that I was your CEO. So when did we fall out in 2019? Can you show where I signed my signature on anything? Why do this to someone? You said, and the world knows I put you on. You have no loyalty. You just a snake. And the sad part is, you don't even know when you being one. Shows you a goofy. Gassing that man. One of our family members sent me this, and I don't know who really posted this, if it was TQ or Bleu, but I'm believing that Bleu probably posted this as to show confirmation to Boosie that he was supposed to be putting his signature down. It says, update agreement. Hey Debbie, thanks for the email. I will accept the changes and send to Boosie for signature, then send to you for counter. Thanks for all your help, GD. Now, GD most likely means good day or something like that. I don't know if that's somebody's initials who did this. I don't know. I don't really know the context here, but I'm assuming that this is probably one of them sending Boosie something that shows that Boosie was supposed to be signing it. But we already got down to the bottom of the fact that it was an e-signature, something most likely Boosie allowed all of the people who work for him at his label to use whenever the man is busy, like when he's out on tour, when, you know, he's just out and about doing concerts or, you know, popping up to do features or whatever, man. When he's just doing something outside of the office, those people that work at the label can use this e-signature. And I'm sure TQ, being basically like the co-CEO, he knew that. He knew that he could use that e-signature. But like I told you, I'm more than positive that he is an authorized signatory on that label. TQ ain't stupid, man. So Boosie, not really knowing too much about the legal stuff, but he does know that nobody can forge your signature. He probably don't understand what's truly going on here. But Boosie then goes on to say, that never was my lawyer, bro, and you wasn't gonna give me no money. You was just talking. LOL. A week later, you said you ain't have it. You sit right there when my signature was forged. Who does that to a dude who put them on? Why you couldn't call me and say y'all was doing a deal? Come on, bro. I was the realest dude in it. 21, that's what you said. You a snake, bro. Keep it real. Tell academics, post this ungrateful a dude. You got amnesia now. Went on Vlad and said I'm not really signed to Boosie, shaking my head. That's what hungry dogs do. When he gets full, they forget when they was starving. Hashtag karma coming for you. Well, Boosie, bro, don't forget the way that you left Trill. Now, yeah, Boosie is still in association with Trill. For all the ones who don't know, he still has some type of dealings with them. They still promote his music, still promote everything he does on their actual channel for the label. So there's still, ties there. But the way that he left Trill with one of the best diss songs of all time, in my personal opinion, with that F 'em all. Yeah, he smashed Trill on that one. Hey, we was all jamming out to that. That boy went crazy, didn't he? On the cool. But that wasn't it from Boosie. He also goes on to say his own words. Where the hate come from now? I was the realest before I filed a lawsuit, shaking my head. Now I ain't nothing. Y'all people better open up y'all eyes. I did whatever so he could hit the top, no cap. And adds all of the blogging sites as he posts his own words. Now I ain't nothing after I file a lawsuit. Ungrateful. These people ungrateful. As he goes on to post the old Twitter post from Young Bleu giving Boosie high praise. No matter what, you'll never hear me say Boosie ain't changed my life. That dude put me on. I'm forever bad A. Ha! I remember when Boosie used to let me go in the closet and pick out anything I wanted to wear. I still got that big A chinchilla jacket I wore in Miss It video. We came a long way. I love you, dude. They gotta give you your support in any move I make. That's fam. We gonna always be good. I can tell you the new fans, LOL. I've been signed to Boosie since 2017. He been hollering Bleu a star before anybody. I used to go in this dude's closet and pick out any outfit I wanted for videos. He gave me money to hit the mall. Gave me a rollie, chain, hosted my mixtape, and just kept it real. When it comes to stuff like this, I take it with a grain of salt, man, because honestly, man, Boosie was a very feared rapper, so he didn't really want to make Boosie feel any type of way, so he didn't have to be in that line of fire. All of his artists who are leaving are now saying something negative about Boosie, so that's where you can find the truth at, you feel me? But right then, he didn't think all of this stuff was going to blow into what it is now. Now, Boosie, after seeing an interview that TQ did with Say Cheese, decided to take to his Instagram and say this.
Say Cheese. Y'all need to ask this thief these questions. Why you and Bleu couldn't call Boosie and tell him about the deal? Why did it have to be behind his back? Why did you have to forge his signature? If he knew nothing about the deal, why did you put his signature on the paper? Ask him, why did God not give you any talent? That's what you need to ask him. Why are you always being accused of stealing from your brother? Why Boosie didn't know about this deal? You ain't want me with it, nigga.
At Say Cheese, ask these questions. Ask, did Boosie give you a job? And was you working at the cable company? Ask him, why did you impersonate Boosie? Also, on the Beat Bread deal, ungrateful, a thief. After Boosie said that, TQ put up a post where he was at the Say Cheese interview. By this time, he was already gone, but he put a no cap song on it. And basically saying, like, some people would kill for this lifestyle that I don't want to live no more. You know what I'm saying? Saying like he hurting without his brother.
Some people look kill for this lifestyle that I don't wanna live no more. I didn't even cry when I eat.
After that, he goes on to let Bleu know that TQ is stealing all of his publishing.
Next one, icing on the cake. He's taking your publishing too, bro. Reserve is one company. Vice and Play is his publishing company. Let me show you what he's doing to all your records, Bleu. Taking all your publishing. Swipe.
And he posts these pics about what's going on with Young Bleu's publishing for each and every one of the songs that Boosie claimed TQ is taking the publishing on. And this is the reason why artists need to do their due diligence before you sign any of these contracts. They always say your first deal will be your worst deal. But the thing is, it doesn't have to be. Master P, for example, all you have to do is do your homework on what you're getting yourself into. Don't just hop into a deal because you're excited that you're being offered one. Because 9 times out of 10, you're signing up for slavery work. So make sure that you know what you're getting yourself into before you do it. And don't just go off of what you think could happen off of having this cosign. But then Boosie goes on to say, Reserve is the real TQ company, and Vice and Play is his publishing company. So on paper, it says he helped write all Bleu music, and he gets the publishing. Bleu, you don't get nothing on paperwork. He has wrote over 80 to 100 songs with you in this. The dude you let forge my signature, LOL, someone who is taken from your kids. This black and white is called receipts. I know he didn't write your music, so why is he a written or a composer on all your songs? Why is he getting your publishing? Is he your CEO? You should feel like, dang, fool, what he doing? To you, shaking my head. I should have kept that dude at Cox Cable. Hashtag my bad. The snakes get eaten by a bigger snake.
One more thing, Say Cheese. I need you to ask him this. Why on the music, mostly all Bleu music, especially the shit I own, bro, it's saying that you wrote it. Saying that you're the writer. Man, you don't write no Bleu music, man. You just a thief. You just stealing any kind of... when have you wrote some music for Bleu? Come on, bro. You have no talent. You have no talent. You're a thief. It's saying you wrote 30-40% of Bleu catalog. You're lying. Bleu makes his music himself. You're a snake, bro. One more thing, Say Cheese.
That's messed up. But once again, artists gotta do their due diligence. So, this ain't nobody's fault but Bleu for not knowing what he was getting himself into. The label gonna do what the label gonna do. They've been doing that forever since the beginning. That's how they get over. But then Boosie goes on to say, it's on paper that he has written or helped write 101 songs for Bleu. What the F is Bleu? Is this true? Because it's black and white, LOL. And if he say he wrote for B Will too, and I know you lying about that because you have no talent. God refused to give you any talent. Who does stuff like this? Did you help Bleu write 101 songs? If he didn't, Bleu, why did he do this to you, bruh? And this the dude you snake me with. And B Will trusted you, bruh. You sorry. Y'all stealing together. Then he steals from you. Yeah, that man flashed out, didn't he? Putting a little messy into the pot, right? Now TQ, we know he got multiple other artists. B Will being one of the more notable ones, man. That man should have been a superstar first. Millions of views before all of the other artists, man. He should have been a superstar. Boosie, you have to take accountability. Y'all both fumbled that bag, man. But is Bleu wrong in this situation? Absolutely not. He did what any man or woman would do. Took an educated step towards taking care of his family, feeding his kids, his wife, and that's what he's supposed to do. Now, is TQ wrong in this situation? We don't have enough information to know if that's accurate. Boosie, let them men do what they did, man. Hey, on the cool, it is what it is. They beat you, they got around you. You're a superstar, move on. It's time to be done with this situation. Now, y'all let me know how y'all feel. I had to give y'all the real 100.